Hello, hello. We're going to start with Teddy Cam since we're watching for people to come in. Come here, Ted. Where are you? There he is. There he is. He's right there. He said, "Oh, Mom, I'm happy to come up for Teddy Cam. That's my job. Sit. Sit, please. Sit, please. Oh, thank you. That was a nice sit. Don't turn around here. Look at me. Look at Daddy. What's Daddy doing? What's Daddy doing? What's Dad doing? What's Daddy doing over there?
No, these treats in your hand. It doesn't matter.
Hello, Irene. Hello, Thelma. Good to see you guys. Thought we'd start out with a Teddy Cam while we were waiting for people to drop in and see us. Are you a good dog? I'm mostly a good dog. Mostly a good dog. I'm mostly. Nice. Mom is kind of giving you the direct bag here. More little pieces. We had a big retailer crafting event here in the store this weekend. Teddy got treated a lot. I'm gonna have to replenish his Teddy Cam treats. Hey down. Hey down. His friend Mary was here for the retailer event. That was spectacular. He spent roughly a third of the time sitting in my lap, a third of the time sitting in Mary's lap, and a third of the time sitting in his bed next to me. Sandy really wanted him to come up in her lap too, but she was between Mary and I, so he used her as a freeway. She had to pet him on the way through each time, and then he'd take off and go. Okay. I'm almost rested up from that. The retailer event started at 5 a.m. Pacific time because it started at 8 a.m. Eastern, which was probably a civil hour for them, but it was not a civil hour for us. No. 5 a.m. is way too early to be going to work. And I live here, so I only had to roll up like 30 minutes early, but some of our folks drive an hour. They were up at the crack of dawn. Finally convinced Margie to stay here one of the nights so that she wouldn't have to be making that drive at 4 a.m. Today we're going to talk about tonic craft kits. I have 7 of them left to show you, and it's amazing. These tonic craft kits were our number 1, our number 2, our number 3, our number 4, our number 5, our number 6, and I think that's as far as it goes down in tracking selling products in February, March, in the last 30 days.
Wow.
They're number 1 selling products. So you can see why I'm spending a little time with them. Now, I'm also spending time with them because it's not going to be long and we're going to be out. Because they are some of our fastest selling products. Why? Because they're spectacular. That's the main reason. Because they're fabulous and they're very affordable and they are very cool. So let's start by talking about Tonic Craft Kit number 92. This one's called Scoops and Sprinkles. Scoops and Sprinkles. It's ice cream. So let me tell you what you get. You get this nice little folder. Remember, it's 2-hole punched on the back and fits a binder. It's also by these guys, and about every 3 months, the kit involves a binder. So we'll see a couple kits here today that have a binder in them. So you can fit these right into your binder and label the binder what months they are. So that's pretty cool. Here's our ice cream dies. You get 2 A5 die sets. That in itself is a huge value right there. Huge value for that many dies. That's a lot of dies, a lot of detail. And tonic dies are fabulous. There's no doubting that. They tend towards being expensive, but tonic dies are fabulous. We get an embossing folder. It does not look like that's going to be making some cones. I think it is. Making some ice cream cones. We get an embossing folder. We get the fun, wonderful little scoops and stickers so you can sticker your boxes on the shelf and know what you have where. So let's go on and look and see what else we're getting in this great kit. I'm going to remind you that Tonic says these kits are worth $75 at minimum, and I absolutely agree with that. There's not a chance you could walk into a craft store and get all of the supplies in this kit for less than $75. It's just not possible. They are selling them through their kit program for $39.99 a piece, and it's $9.95 shipping on their site. So it's basically $50 to get one from Tonic. Right now we have them for $37.50, and that includes shipping, even though it doesn't meet our $39 minimum. If you buy this kit, and this is all that's in your order, you're still going to get it shipped for free. So in the Scoops and Sprinkles kit, we have a paper pack from Tonic. Did I say hi to Glenn? Hello, Glenn, if I didn't. And let's take a look at our Scoops and Sprinkles papers. So cute. Oh, look. Yeah, that's good. Ice cream cones on the back. That's excellent, honey. Thank you. 3 of those. Doesn't this just look like a crunch cone? It does. You get 3 of these. Nice, happy kinds of colors. You get confetti or sprinkles. I bet that's sprinkles on this one. And Argyle on the other side. 3 of those. You get cherries with leaves. You get 3 of those. And that's got a really nice Swiss dot on the other side in pink. These are 8x8 papers, a nice weight. These are, they're not going to be like 300 GSM. In fact, since they're primarily for die cutting, don't think you would necessarily want 300 GSM. You want something a little lighter weight when you're making 3D boxes. This is ice creams, ice cream floats, another kind of mini check pattern. I call that diamonds, I guess. Blue diamonds on the back. Get some more sprinkles in different colors here. And on the back of those, we have ice cream cones. So you get lots of pretty papers. Let's see what it says about these papers on their card. 18 sheets of 8x8 200 GSM cardstock, 3 each of 6 double-sided designs, acid and lignin-free. So if you happen to decide you want to put them in a scrapbook, they're perfectly safe for that. They're not going to have chemicals that leach into your photos. We did have a really fun time in retailer training. Quite a fun time. But holy cow, that was an endurance test. We went from 5 a.m. to about 3-ish. And then I went in the house and crashed. And the girls all went downstairs and worked. In addition to the paper pack we get with this, you also get a selection of Craft Perfect papers. I love this red. Isn't that beautiful? You get the glitter paper. You get some nice weight pearlescent paper in blue and cream. You get classic card in light blue, kind of a vanilla color. 2 vanillas, I guess. Well, no, one's more yellow and pink. So you kind of almost get Neapolitan there. And with the shiny cherry. Beautiful cardstocks. This gives you a chance to kind of try out some of the Craft Perfect cardstocks too. They're fabulous. It's truly a hallmark of Tonic Studios that they have great quality cardstock. It's sold under the label Craft Perfect, and we have still a fair amount of Craft Perfect in stock. Okay, in addition to those things, you get a Nouveau Chalk Mousse. Adds soft dimensional details to your craft projects. Look at that pretty. That's beautiful. And then you get glitter drops in clear. You never have too many of those. It's like stickles in clear. Glitter drops in clear. You get Nouveau, let me see if I can read this bottle. Crystal drops in Nouveau Crystal Drops Gloss, but I'm sure it had a name on here. Red Berry Gloss Crystal Drops. And you get 2 glue pens. That's a pretty good deal. All those Nouveau supplies. Nouveau is also owned by Tonic Studios. So Craft Perfect, Nouveau, and Tonic Studios are kind of one and the same. 3 divisions of the same company. I'm sure you would agree that you would not walk out of a craft store without $75. And again, we're selling it for $37.50 shipped. It's a great deal. Fabulous. I'm going to hand these to you as they finish them. And we can put them on the table over there. Okay, next one up. Oh, this has been popular. We're down to 3 of these. I know that. I just put them in the system in there. So we're down to 3. This is so cute. This is the jam jar, but it's a gift card holder. The jam jar gift card holder. Is that cute or what? Isn't that sweet? Hi, Adeline. Good to see you, friend. So let's see what we're going to get in this one. That jam jar. Well, one thing I see right now, you get a binder. Get the binder in the jam jar kit. You also, let me take these out. Just do this in the order I usually do. Put this up. Okay, let's start with the dies. You get 2 full sheets. One didn't have. But here's this will give you a good idea of the size of the gift card holder. You can make these gift card holders separately, or you can put them on cards. So cute. Got the jar, you've got the decorations for the jar, you've got strawberries, you've got little cut and emboss labels. You've got the lids to the jar. So cute. So cute, so cute. You also get a stamp set. From me to you. You deserve this. Strawberries in a flower. You get that little sticker to go on your box, so you can identify it on the shelf. Makes that easy. I'd have to guesstimate that these dies would be $40, $45, maybe even $50, $40 to $50 for just the dies. Okay, I told you before we get the binder with this one. So these little folios that they give you every month just fit right into your binder that you can put the binders on your shelf and label them with which kits are in there. That's nice. Space saving. Who amongst us doesn't need space savings? Got this big old shop and I still need space savings. Okay, you get a craft tote with this one. A zippered, water resistant craft tote. Nice if you're going to crafts and stuff or going to craft elsewhere and you have weather like we have in Oregon. Keep your papers dry. Nice. Or if you're in a crafting event and you sit near me and I have a spritzing bottle. I'm known to kind of spritz people in classes. Just out of nowhere.
Henri.
It is. At first, they always think I did it on accident, so they kind of just are polite, look away. My challenge is to see how many times I can hit them before they say, "Hey, knock it off." I have to entertain myself in unusual ways. Okay, here's our craft papers. You have this smooth. They're smooth as you just want to pet it. It's so soft. Finish. Pearlescent. One of the retailers we saw this week had us do these really cute cards. Oh, the stickers were amazing. And very, very fun. But they had us do these cards on inferior paper. And I gotta say, I don't have a lot of patience for that because we carry all good brands, mostly good brands of paper. I mean, I'll tell you what is and isn't for, you need different paper for different jobs. But these guys had really inferior paper. This is not inferior paper. This is top quality pearlescent. You get classic card in pink, classic card in red, classic card in kind of a foresty color. It tells you the actual names of these colors in this little booklet. So if you decided you wanted to try and buy that cardstock color again, they have this light sage. They have a satin mirror, which is beautiful. And then they have a traditional holographic mirror. You get all those extra papers in your kit, all from Craft Perfect. And again, we sell most of these. So if you want replenishment papers, we have at least a number of them available. And let's see what we get in the goodie bag. I always like the goodie bag. This is the Nouveau stuff, usually comes in this bag. Ooh, get good stuff. You get chalk mousse. And this one is called Strawberry Frappe. Chalk mousse. It's chalk, so it'll be a matte finish mousse, which is unusual. You usually get, glossy mousses or pearlescence. So this will be a flat finish, which is fun. You get a 50. I think this is 50. I probably have to go back and correct my listing. A 50 milliliter bottle of Nouveau. A Nouveau Crystal Glaze. Actually, this isn't what I thought it was, so I don't have to correct my listing. 50 milliliter bottles, a big bottle of glaze. You get a stencil brush. This is a really nice one. It's nice stiff bristles. This would be great for a lot of things, not only stenciling on things. This would also be great for like removing embossing flakes because it's soft enough not to scratch them, but stiff enough to get those extra pieces out of the way. This is Crystal Drops Gloss Red Berry. The red berry glaze with this one too. So again, let's take a look at what this finish kit does. So cute, that little jam jar. And then this pulls out, and there's actually a little pocket on the end of the insert to hold your gift card. Isn't that cute? And yeah, they've shown it here on the face of a card. That'd be great fun. Put it on the card instead of in the card. I can't believe you guys let me get away with saying I spritz people in my classes, and not one of you is telling me that's mean. That's not like you to let me get away with something like that. Okay. Boxes of new goodies that were due to be delivered today, and then UPS held them up at the border, so they're stuck for a period of time. Hopefully I'll have them this week because I need something to list. We'll have new goodies next week too. That's our jam jar. Here we go. Rice. Okay, next up, Tonic Craft Kit. This one is number 81. It's a tiny twist box, and I am quite anxious to see how this works. So I'm going to get this one and see how this works, because you twist the box and it opens to the inside, and you can see here they've actually created one where it says give a twist in the picture. You twist it and it's a wedding ring inside. Hello there. Hi, Sonny. Okay. All right, let's take a look at what we get in this one. Here's another, it's another binder kit, guys. I love the binder kits. I always feel like I'm getting something extra. All right, let's see what we get. I really have to see how this mechanism works. This really intrigues me. I'm quite fascinated by the tiny twist box. So here we go. We've got 2 full panels. You can see right here, it's just loaded with instructions about how to make that funny box do its thing. So it's loaded with instructions. And there's all the mechanisms for the inside to make it do that. It looks intimidating. I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it probably is very doable. Have I made it? No, I have not. Hi, Kim. We're talking about this really neat twisty box. It's a little box, but you don't take the lid off. You twist it, and it exposes an inner chamber. Isn't that fun? I think that's very fun. Of course, I'm easily entertained, i.e. spray bottles are all it takes to keep me happy. Okay, here is our paper selection. There's a piece of classic card on top, that deep turquoise with aqua blue. That is just yummy. And then look at this, they've got 3 shades of that. A little bit lighter shade right behind it, then the turquoise behind that. Oh, yummy. Cardstocks, those are classics. This is a neat one. Now, this is one of their specialty cards here. And I have to look at the booklet to see what this is called. I don't believe I have this in separate sheets. I don't believe I've seen this one before. This is called Flounders Blue. It's not quite glitter paper, and it's not quite pearlescent. It is heavenly. It looks more like velveteen paper, but it's not. It doesn't have a flock finish to it. Isn't that beautiful? Flounders Blue. And then we've got some pearlescence. This is kind of an oyster color pearlescent, which is beautiful. We've got some of that smooth card. Love this smooth card. It's beautiful. We've got some ivory classic card, some pearlescent card. Some of these kits really have quite a bit of cardstock in them. Then they have a classic card in much the same color as that pearlescent. Nice selection of cardstocks from Craft Perfect. I have to make this one up and show you guys if I keep having them for a little while. This just really intrigues me. I love kinetic things, that do unexpected things. I think that's just great fun. Okay, now we get into the Nouveau bag. What are we going to get in the Nouveau bag this time? How about a $15, $16 set of colored pencils? These are the Pastel Highlights. Highly pigmented classic color pencils. Contains 12 pencils in a metal box. Those are $15, $16. We get a Nouveau glitter marker called Lemon Drizzle. The color of that one's like that oyster color we just talked about. I kind of expected it to be bright yellow, but it's more like that oyster color we talked about in the pearlescent card. Very pretty though. We get a 60 milliliter bottle of deluxe adhesive. Those of you who have tried this, I know Thelma swears by it. Those of you who have tried Nouveau glue love it. We still have some in at this point. I haven't gotten any for a while, but we still have some available and on the shelf, and we're pretty much past freeze danger, so it's going to be time soon to be renewing your adhesives, guys. And this is Crystal Drops, and the color of these is Neptune Turquoise. Neptune Turquoise color drops. So I think these are going to be great. Yep, Thelma's favorite. That's a rich gift bag in the Nouveau. So again, Tonic says this is worth at least $75. You bet it is. You bet it is. We're selling them for $37.50. That includes your shipping. You get all this good stuff. Amazing. They're amazing values, these kits are. Oh, I love the drops too. Nouveau has great drops, just like Stickles does. Nouveau has really good ones. And Nouveau has so many different kinds. Okay. The next kit we're going to look at here is another of my favorite themes. Look at all this. You just keep taking things out of the box, and it just keeps being things in the box. These, by the way, are really nice, sturdy storage boxes for your stuff, whether you leave the kits in them or whether you use them for other products. The boxes are really nice storage. Okay, oops, don't want to start there. Let's start where we start, Deborah. Let's start with showing you what the product is. This is called Butterfly Frames. A person can never have too many butterflies. At least I can't. I can't have too many butterflies. I need butterflies. I need to make beautiful butterfly things. There's just something about a butterfly that communicates such a nice message, no matter what the occasion, really. Butterflies are happy. If in sympathy cards, butterflies are representative of change. For birthdays, butterflies are appropriate. Even for baby cards, butterflies are appropriate. Every age, butterflies. So this is called the butterfly frame. Let's get to here. Oh, wow, this is packed when you open it. Okay, here are 2 sheets. Here's kind of our archways. Those are beautiful and useful. It has kind of actually, there's 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8 dies in this frame set. You get a cutting die, but you also get a dot edge, like a piercing edge. And then you get double butterfly pieces, which I think is always fun, because if you have the detail and then you have the outside die to cut them out, you can just use the detail over your background and you get beautifully colored butterflies without any coloring. lazy way out, but it works. And then these dies, I presume, match. They do. These are a perfect match with the dies on the other piece. And these are beautiful viney pieces. Now these are aperture dies, so you're using the straight edge dies on here to cut them out. This will cut it into your card without cutting it out. And then you have the cutting dies also. And you got some little sprigs, and you got some sayings that I don't know if I can do backwards. Hello, friend. Hugs and kisses and miss you. I did it. So 2 beautiful pages of dies. In our neat little folder that pops into a binder. Get a binder. You don't have to buy those separately. They're just in some of the kits, and the kits all say if they have one. Here's a beautiful butterfly embossing panel. A set of butterfly rub-ons. A little sticker for identifying your kit or box. Let's go next. I'm going to get a set of Craft Perfect cards. These are nice. These are 300 GSM card blanks. These are nice, heavy card blanks. And it looks like, I think you get 10 in these. 10 pack. 10 cards, 10 envelopes. They're 5x7s. We get a paper pack from Craft Perfect. Look at that. That's beautiful. This is like a holographic gold. Gorgeous. Oh, look at the satin red, too. Look at that satin red. That's magnificent. This pearlescent blue. Got another one of those satin reds. I think it's the same color. Is it the same color? No, they're not the same color. This one is more holographic and this one's more satiny. So you get the same color in a holographic. That's fun. You get classic card in dark blue, red, this kind of salmon color, purple, beautiful blue-green. And this is their glitter card, which is non-shed. In fact, it's really beautiful encapsulated glitter. It's completely smooth and beautiful. Love those papers. That's a great set of papers. Okay, let's see what we get in our Nouveau goodie bag. We get an aqua shimmer. This is called Blush Rosette, a subtle rose gold shimmer effect. You get 2 white gel pens. You get a bottle of Nouveau Crystal Drops. Metallic. This is called Violet Galaxy. Violet Galaxy. And you get, ooh, this is nice. You get an embellishment mousse. This is called Mother of Pearl embellishment mousse. Yeah, that's going to be beautiful. That's going to be really, really beautiful. So you get all of that for $37.50 shipped to you. No extra charges thrown in, except maybe by your state. Your state might give you a little tug on the finances there because they're very good at it. We comply with state sales tax laws in all states. However, some states don't require that we charge sales tax because we don't meet their threshold for charging them. But what we just looked at there, that is kit 91 for butterfly frames. How beautiful is that? Just gorgeous. Nice heavy gift box. Nice heavy box, I should say. Could be a gift box. Could be about anything you want. It's so full of goodies I can't get it back in the box. Let me see if I can rearrange it a little bit here. I want to get it in without bending any of those papers. There we go. There we go. Well, you guys are not very chatty today. Am I just so awe-inspiring? Okay. Here we go. This is Tonic Craft Kit 85. Tonic Craft Kit 85. This is one of Margie's favorites. Tonic Craft Kit 85. You make a little pot, and then you make the flowers to go in the little pot. And I believe it's a little container. Yes, it is. It's a little container too. So you can give it full of tea bags or other things if you just want to make the little basket. You can do that. What will you create? I don't know. This is kit number 85. Let's see what we get. Never have too many flower dies. About to get some nice flower dies. Not as many as I thought, though. Wow. But we do get embossing folder, stamps, and 2 panels of dies. It's a rich one. Here's the base of our little container. Here's our little panels that go around. This, I believe, would be for making a bow. Not sure what that is. I'll have to figure that out. This has a little... Oh, it has a little signpost you can put in your potted plant that says "You're blooming lovely." Oh, I said that was the base. That's the top. That's the top of our box. This is the base. And you can use these in so many ways. There are actually quite a few different petals here now that I look at it. We've got 3 sizes of those daisies. We've got some other petals here, 4-petal and 6-petal and another 6-petal flower and some leaves, some more leaves down here. So you got a nice variety. Take a look at, oh, their embossing folder's pretty. Look, their embossing folder actually has 2 different scenes on it. That's really cute. They have a cute card in the description that I put in into the system. It showed a really super cute card done using these 2 embossing panels, and I'm trying to remember what they put in the middle. I don't recall right off what they put in the middle of the card, but it was fabulous, really cute. We've got some decorations for some of those pieces in our stamp set. Okay, let's take a look at our paper selection. Ooh, can't go wrong with that opera red Mary. That's one of my faves in my Mary. I always have some opera red on hand. We've got that beautiful pink pearlescence. Oh, that green is beautiful too. Soft green pearlescent. We've got this. This is a little tiny bit dinged up along the edge, but actually this is my kit anyway, so that's okay. I don't mind so much. I work around it. Oh, it's got that satiny purple. We've got a piece of vellum. We've got a piece of classic card in kind of almost a banana yellow, and an orange piece of card, and a blue piece of classic card. So kind of nice selection of papers there from Craft Perfect. Oops, and I missed one. You also get, this is some of that soft white, the smooth white card. Slide that back in their Craft Perfect folder. Let's see what we get from Nouveau. We get, oh, I have this one. I have this one, this glitter marker. I love this. It's called Iced Ivy. Iced Ivy glitter marker. Isn't that pretty? You can never have too many of these. Here is a flower making tool, an embossing tool for curving your petals and that kind of thing. You can use this for lots of things. You can also use this when you're painting, to paint dot mandalas and that kind of thing. But nice big ends. This has, let's see, what size do they say? It has a 12 millimeter and an 8 millimeter ball on it. So that's big. But that's really nice. When you start to curve your petals, if you're using too small an embossing tool, you can kind of crease them. And that's not what we're going for. At first, we just want to soften them up and kind of create a cup. It's perfect. Use that on a piece of a pad or a piece of sponge, or a mouse pad works pretty well for that behind there. This is gorgeous. This is shimmer powder. I still have ink on my hands from our class yesterday. I got so inky. Oh my gosh, you wouldn't have believed how inky I got. Okay, so this is, yeah, this is beautiful. This is shimmer powder, ivory willow. That's gorgeous. I don't have that one. I already said this kit's mine, so hey, now I do. This is called Morning Dew, and it's clear drops to put on your flowers. Clear drops for your flowers. Not a chance that wouldn't sell for more than $75 at a craft store. Not a chance. And I love that they give us full-size bottles in most of these. They don't give full-size bottles in all of them. The older kits, I used to subscribe to this years ago, and the older kits we got just had little sample bottles. Now they give full-size bottles, which I like. I like value. I feel like I'm getting a lot for my money. So what will you create? You've got the tea basket, basket of flowers, the little daisies are adorable. You can make that your bloomin' beautiful little signpost to go in your arrangement. That was kit number 85. It too is $37.50 shipped. These are going fast. I have to say they're going fast. There are at least 2 kits. There's 16 kits in total, and there's at least 2 that we're down to, honey. We're down to our last one. We have one left of Awesome Ocean, and we have one left of Argyle. I think it might be Argyle. I'm not sure. It might be Argyle. We have one left of. That's the one that has 4 sets of dies. Look, we get in this one. Some of you might sometimes get a box that has a shipping code in it. That's because when they sent these to us, they sent them all to us in UPS and FedEx overnight shipping boxes. Well, we're not going to ship them that way, and you couldn't necessarily tell what kit was on the inside when they had that label because they weren't consistently labeled. So we had to open all of those, but then we had those strange numbers and had to match up our inventory, and it was wacky, but we did it. It was crazy. Okay, this is a more traditional glitter sheet. I would still not worry about this flaking off. I have no glitter on my hands, but it's more traditional look of glitter paper. We've got Gold Mary. We've got that dark blue pearlescent. I just think that is so elegant, so very pretty. Here's the gold again. Oh, did I show you what we're making? Don't think I showed you what we're making. Let's start there.
Yeah. Going backwards again.
Yep. I just get so excited. I get beyond myself. This is called, and I hope I'm saying it right, Chamfered Gift Box. Chamfered. It has really interesting angles and panels in it. See there? We got this kind of curved panel in the middle, and then we've got these two pointed petals that come down. Really interesting gift box. Chamfered gift box. You can also make that with the printed flower paper they send in it. And you can make it with a lid. Very beautiful. Beautiful. So that's what we're making. We'll go back to our list here. Let's see. I was picking things up. Okay, I had some smooth card. Another smooth card. We have some ivory colored classic card. Two of those. We have some black classic card. This is very heavy. Or maybe there's two. Are there two? Or is it heavy? There are, I'm still thinking there's two there. No, it's just one. It can't be. I see there's two. There they are. Two sheets. Okay. So that's our craft papers. Let's look at our dies for this one. Wow. These dies are heavy. There's a lot of heavy pieces here. Chamfered gift box. We got our little sticker. We also get some stamps. Stamps say, "With love always, made just for you, for a special someone, forever friends, from the heart, and to brighten your day." Stamps. We have really jam-packed craft sheets here with directions for assembling our box. Look at this hourglass sort of design. Isn't that interesting? The top of the hourglass is in the lid, but it's got this hourglass sort of design to it. Very neat. Unusual panels, pretty dies. Don't have anything like that. Here's the outer cutting dies for those. This is for making the box itself, and these are for cutting out the panels that decorate the box. Chamfered gift box. And we said you get a binder in this one. So you can pop those kits. I think you can store 3 comfortably, maybe 4, but at least 3 kits in one binder. Very nice heavy-duty binders too. You get frosted rose. Wow, this is a massive paper pack. This is big. You get a frosted rose paper pack. This is a big paper pack, guys. For one thing, it's 36 sheets, but for another, it's 200 GSM cards, so it's heavy cardstock. Just weighty. 36 sheets of luxury, 200 GSM cardstock, 3 each of 12 double-sided designs in 8x8. They are acid-free and lignin-free, and they're designed to work along our Beautiful Moments Tag Sentiments die set, which evidently you can get separately, 4362E. Oh, I see. You can cut those with the die if you happen to have that die set. If you don't, little fussy cutting never hurt any of us. Well, some of us will complain like it's hurting. really don't mind fussy cutting for the most part. Look at those beautiful roses. My favorite flowers. First roses, then hydrangea. Well, I also like iris. The roses are my fave. Probably because roses are one of the few flowers that don't make me sneeze. I like the way they have the larger print on one side and the smaller print on the other in the same colors. That's beautiful. They've done that. Next one. Big flowers, little flowers. Really beautiful. We've got some petals and foliage here. Love that. Oh, and they've even done the same thing here. I really love that they give you the large print and the smaller print to coordinate. I can see where that would be really neat in your projects. Large, small. Hi, Karen. Here is kind of blue-gray background, really warm blue-gray with smaller flowers. I'll tell you the name of this pack again once I finish here. The borders. If you haven't gotten yourself one of these, it's a good splurge. These kits are well worthwhile, and you're going to be very excited playing with them. I like the way they've done the foliage on one side and the flowers on the borders on the other. If they've done the same with the, yep, they've done the same with the dark. That blue is beautiful, isn't that? Wowzer, I love that. Beautiful borders. There is a lot of paper in this kit. You just don't get this much paper in kits. Beautiful. Most paper packs don't have 36 sheets. Really beautiful. Oh, look at that one. That's nice. Kind of an unusual group of colors there. These, I would call these Margie colors. Margie loves that coral kind of color, and she loves blues. Oh, look at this. This is really soft. Very pretty. I'm glad you stayed awake to pop in and say hi, Karen. Thank you for that. I think I know what the holdup is on the construction glue. Dennis from Ecstasy Crafts, who's one of our distributors, was talking about that at the retailer training, that there are new standards in place from the new import restrictions that are requiring testing and certification on all glues that are coming into the United States. So everything has to go through a regimen of testing before it's allowed to be imported. And that may be why we're seeing less choice available in some of the imported glues, because it's a costly and time-consuming process to make all those certifications. So Hunky Dory may or may not have done that yet. Okay. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Oh, another one that has a 60 milliliter bottle of Nouveau Deluxe adhesive. Just love those gems on top. Somehow it just makes you feel special to be using these bottles with the sparkly tops. Let's see. These are Crystal Drops Gloss, and this color is called Bubblegum Blush. Bubblegum Blush. Those are two things I don't want to eat together. Bubblegum and blush. It has this is actually quite pretty. This Craft Perfect ribbon that they're enclosing with that includes an 1/8 inch or maybe 3/8, I'm not sure, but a narrow but beautiful navy and white ribbon for your boxes. Now, I think that the little disclosure sheet actually says that it could be one of two different colors, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, and you know what this is? This is a separate precision tip for your new Vogue glue bottle. I've never seen these before. Outside of this kit, I've never seen them. It's a precision tip that substitutes for the standard tip on your Nouveau glue bottle. So you get a little, like our glue needle nose kind of tip. Now, the only question is, how do I screw the lid back on it? Oh, I see. It actually has a needle that goes down into the precision tip to keep it clear. So it's expelling the glue from the needle nose. That's beautiful, actually. I have not seen that before. We were just saying a little while ago, Karen, that's Thelma's absolute favorite too. And so again, this was the chamfered gift box. So with that ribbon, you'll either get one in Glamour Gold or Navy Gingham. Ours was the Navy Gingham, but it could be in Glitter Gold. Just whatever they put in there. I love those papers on that box. Aren't they pretty? Beautiful. We have one left.
Out of time.
I'll check. I've never seen it, Thelma, but I will check and see if I can get it, okay? I have never seen that before. Okay. All right. This is another box that's got a binder. Oops. Well, I'm glad this one's mine because it's dented up a little bit there. I guess that tells us that can happen in these boxes, and because we're not opening them, we wouldn't know for certain. So forgive us if that's the case. Obviously, we don't have the supplies to restock those, but it can happen. This one's mine anyway. It doesn't matter. If you let me know, I could probably see if I can give you one of mine and trade you or something to make sure you have a nice binder. But I do my best, you know that. Okay, so let's look at the kit. Wowzer. Oh, that's got an expensive die set in it. That set of dies right there is not an inexpensive die set. It's probably $30, $32 for that die set, plus the little ones at the bottom. And then, just for fun, let's add in another sheet of dies. That is a good selection of dies. It's got these fun little, like, love hearts that embosses words into your cutout hearts. You can say love, I love you, adore, no, you're mine, and I'm yours. And it also says forever mine, sweet friend, and thanks for all you do. And it's got a little die banner that goes with those words. Really cool. That is gorgeous and super deluxe.
Asking a question.
Yes, video. They have. Thank you, Debbie, or Sunny, for reminding me. Yes, Tonic Studios has videos online for every one of these kits with sample project ideas. They'll make the project with you and give you any tips and hints on putting it together. And then they just have some really, really nice samples to look at, which I always appreciate. So thank you for mentioning that, Sonny. I appreciate it. This is what this is our kit. There's those 3 different hearts we saw, and there's that banner tag that you can emboss into. More hearts. I like that these are like those little love hearts. More. Here's a card using the big die. This one doesn't show much. Come up here where we can see this, honey. It's a beautiful foiled one there. A beautiful foiled heart, which makes me think this might have the fusion stuff in it. Let's look. Well, let's go here first. Let's look at our papers. Usually the adhesive would have been in that kit if we had the fusion, though. We'll see. There's a beautiful glitter card. Same, no. You don't lose any flakes. Rose gold, or copper. A kind of sand color. That's beautiful. That's really beautiful next to this. Then you got that ivory. Got kind of a vintage pink. Coral. I like these 2 colors together too, that coral and that red. Actually, I like all 3 of those colors together. Neat colors together in classic cards. So you get your classic card pack. Nice samples of all kinds of craft perfect papers for your projects. Now let's see what this Nouveau bag has in it. Always my favorite part. Ooh. Oh, this has some good stuff. There's foil fusion. Did I miss foil fusion in the... There should have been some foil fusion adhesive. It was. There it is. There's foil fusion adhesive in this kit too. I missed showing it to you. There's some foil fusion sheets. This is the adhesive you put down, and then you put the foil fusion foils, which are these, on top and rub it in, and it does cold foiling. So you have foil fusion. This is one of my favorites. This glimmer paste right here. I used the entire jar I had of this. This is glimmer paste, and it's in a color called Moonstone. Come in close on this, honey. It's just the most beautiful, sparkly. Can you see that? Yeah, there you go. Now we're getting the colors a little bit. Beautiful colors, glimmering colors in the paste. Love this stuff. You get a big Nouveau glue pen. And you get a bottle of Dream Drops. These I love too. Dream Drops, not only are they pretty colors, but they cast off more colors. They're kind of iridescent, and they cast off more colors. I love to use this on my gel press. Believe it or not, you get just some of the neatest effects on a gel press with this. So this is called Love Potion. Love Potion. Don't know if it's number 9. Bryce is rolling his eyes at me again, guys. He's forever rolling his eyes at me.
Say the darndest thing.
You miss me. They just have too much quiet without me. This is a packed. Wow, look at that bag. Not sure how to get this back in the box. This is a really packed one. So, Tonic says these kits are worth a minimum of $75. I personally believe them. I can't imagine getting these things for less than $75. We're selling them for $37.50 shipped. We have anywhere, I think the one we have the most of, we have maybe 5 left. And the least I have, I'm not sure if anything has sold out, but we have just one left of at least 2 kits. It's not going to close. Excuse me?
Fix it after this drink.
Oh, it's fine. Okay. So that is the remainder of our tonic kits. We have 16 of them in total. Yes, I am going to have to keep looking at it after. Oh my gosh. So that's the remainder of the 16 kits. Some of them are down to the last one. Again, these the top 6 products for the last 30 days are all in the tonic kits, because these are just flying off the shelves. People are loving them. The folks who are coming here and opening up these kits, and Sunny's singing Love Potion number 9, honey. Okay. Don't. So yeah, we're coming down to the end of the line. We'll have some for a while, but some of the best ones will sell out first. So don't hesitate too long. $37.50 shipped to your door. Okay. Saturday, we are going to, before I do that, let me say, if you haven't already left thumbs up, please leave thumbs up. It makes me feel good, and it tells YouTube that it's worthwhile to recommend our channel to people with similar interests. So please do a thumbs up and leave a comment after the video is over today, if you would please. You do that by hitting the refresh button up in the corner of the screen. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button, because you don't want to miss a thing we're up to. I have had such a week of stencils as you would not believe. Oh my gosh. I had a Jamie class on Sunday, and I spent almost all of my time in Jamie class playing with stencils. It was kind of an open work day for all of us that had the class, but we just wanted to get together and play. So we had a play date with Jamie powders and Nouveau powders, and oh, we had such a good time. And yeah, I spent almost my whole time working with stencils, so I'll show you those results on Saturday. I learned some new techniques at retailer training this week, and I hope to try that sample and then maybe do it in class on Saturday. So that'll be exciting. We'll have something totally new and different there. I'm going to show you the things that we finished that all got dry last Saturday, and we have a boatload of projects to do this Saturday. So come out and visit with us for 101 Ways with Stencils Part 2 on Saturday. It's going to be great fun. I promise you it will be fun. And you'll pick up some kind of a tip somewhere along the line. You may have been using stencils for years and years, but I'm going to come up with something that you think, oh, I didn't think of that before. So stop in and see us. We're going to have great fun. Great fun. That's it for now. Simply Special. This is Debbie from Simply Special. I'm going to there's a link to our store right there on your screen, but go to simplyspecialcrafts.com to find these tonic kits. And I'm going to put a link to our newsletter for those people who are not yet getting it. Click on this link for newsletter, and it will get you onto our newsletter. Now, why do I want that? You want that because it's going to give you links that take you straight to the products that we're talking about in What's New Wednesday. So I'll put a link there for the newsletter tonight. And I think that's it. If there are no questions, comments, or pearls of wisdom, I'm going to sign off and say good night, Gracie.